Back in December of 2018, David and I were at the Cathedral of St. Francis here in Santa Fe, and I was meditating and had a rather incredible vision of the Virgin of Guadalupe in that glorious space. It's an amazing space. And she was filling up the whole space and had her robe spread, and from it there were the red roses falling down and like blessing the cathedral, but also then it seemed like the vision expanded and until where it was the New Mexico and then the whole world. So I decided, what a glorious vision, but I've just had time to get around to painting and drawing it, and I thought I would share that with you a little bit. I paint on 22 by 30 D'Arches watercolor paper, 300 pound, always have. Sometimes I use the bigger sheets, but it's always D'Arches 100% rag paper. And I use Winsor Newton watercolors and combination of Winsor Newton and other brushes that are made from red sable, and I have a whole collection of Winsor Newton watercolors in various sizes. I tend to like to use the colors purely, oftentimes right out of the tube. And with the Virgin of Guadalupe, I decided to put her in this pose where she's standing and has one arm out and her cape billowing in the wind, and then to have these kind of Art Deco kind of swirling clouds and energy coming from her robe, and then these the roses falling down. And here is, I've used AMMA as the model for Mother Earth, and she's sitting here, and I'm not sure beyond that what's going to happen. I'm having a little bit of trouble deciding what color to make her robe, because traditionally Mary's robe is red. And in this painting, though, it's going to be very soft colors. And actually in the original painting of Guadalupe, her dress is a very soft whitish pink. So I think I may do that this time. And that's all for now. We'll continue with this later. At this point, I thought it would be lovely to tell you a little bit about the Guadalupe legend, especially the part in relationship to the rose, which is what I'm painting today. So I'm reading from this book by Jacqueline Orsini Dunnington on the Guadalupe, Our Lady of New Mexico. And she says that the story is said to have happened on December 9th, 1531. As legend has it, in Mexico. And this is the part where the rose becomes important. The Virgin then told Juan Diego to go to the place on the hill where she had first appeared. There he was to gather some Castilian flowers, which would be the sign the bishop-elect requested. These blooms are understood by folk botany to be roses. Juan Diego obeyed her instruction and was stunned to find beautiful flowers growing in the inhospitable earth that was covered with cacti and brush. He took the blooms directly to the Virgin, who in turn placed them with her own hands in the folds of his cloak or tilma. The Virgin assured Juan Diego that these flowers would be the final proof, the sure sign that she was indeed the ever Virgin. Juan Diego set forth with great confidence to present this proof to Zumarraga, the bishop. Finally he met with the churchman, and upon kneeling, a cascade of the Castilian flowers tumbled to the floor. At that instant, according to the story, suddenly upon the tilma there flashed a portrait. There sallied into view a sacred image of the ever Virgin, Holy Mary, Mother of God. So the rose plays a really important part in verifying the apparition. And so it also became a very important part of my painting. And I'm using it in this painting to signify the blessings that are coming from the Virgin of Guadalupe as she holds her arm out, and her cloak is flowing in the wind, and they are pouring down onto Mother Earth, which I have not painted in yet. And I wanted to tell you just a little bit about how I work with color. Oops. I do have a hand-painted color chart that's made by Winsor Newton. You have to order them specially. And I keep it at hand all the time because I have most of the colors, or a good part of the colors that are on this chart. And as I said earlier, I like to use them oftentimes purely from the tube. And the colors that I used in this painting, I used cobalt blue, and I used cobalt green, or actually this is cobalt turquoise. And I used cobalt violet, which is now available again. It wasn't available for a long time. And I used permanent rose and alizarin crimson together in the roses. And these are going to be rainbows coming down here, which are not complete yet. And in her outer cloak, I used manganese blue, which is no longer available. I'm basically scraping it out of my tube because it has the property of just flowing beautifully, and it precipitates out to create these amazingly beautiful patterns. And it's the blue that I associate with Madonna blue. So that's all for today. We'll be back again.